We got to see Infinity War
But we're not talking about that today.
on the show. Happy Monday, Scallywags! Yeah, we did get to see it.
We did get to go see it. Yeah, we did.
Hopefully, hey, you didn't miss me. But yeah, so hopefully you guys got to go check that out as well. And I'm sure maybe at some point maybe for like this weekend or something. You got the bad chair today.
I do have the bad chair today. I don't know where the good chair is.
It's right there.
Oh well, I'll try not to wiggle.
Yeah. So
Wiggle.
yeah. And I'm back.
Yeah, we have Screwback.
Yeah.
He's alive.
I'm alive and yeah, still pretty sore.
Well,
but
he's alive
I'm here.
at least.
So yeah, there was a fun time and not really a fun time at all. But nonetheless, here's what you may have missed.
Yeah. You going to lead it off or do I want to lead it off? I'll lead it off.
ahead.
How about this? I've got a theme with today. My stories today.
Mm-hmm.
I have a theme. House disappears when tumbleweeds roll into town.
The tumbleweed.
Strong breeze can toss around all sorts of debris, but for residents in one California community on the edge of the Mojave Desert, gusts topping 50 miles an hour brought in tumbleweeds. It looked like a war of tumbleweeds, like we were being invaded, Victoriaville resident
There's a
Brian
movie for you.
Bagwell said. Dozens of homes in his neighborhood, which borders an undeveloped tract of desert, seemingly swallowed up by the mounds of dry brush. Bagwell said the buildup reached 7 feet on his own property, and then it took a laborer several hours with a pitchfork.
Wow.
Yep, several hours with a pitchfork to move the tumbleweeds to the street for the city to pick up with a front-end loader.
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking like that.
Just like maybe
they
one
was
or
just
two or three.
Well, I was just like, this. How did a house disappear? And then I see the picture. Oh,
Yeah, the house,
that's
the house
how.
disappears. We saw it from safety hazard was potential fire, said city council. Bagwell says that
Just a
while
little, you know.
while on the incident wasn't that bad, it was unique because the past year and a half, tumbleweeds have been blowing into his neighborhood at least once a month.
Wow. All right then.
Mm-hmm.
That's something you don't see every day.
It is something you don't see every day.
And hey, so is this. So let's say that you're, one of those stoner guys. You like to smoke a lot of pot and stuff, and you got a job interview or something, and so you got to take a urine test, and so you get your buddy and be like, hey, let's make an elaborate thing for you to urinate into this thing, and I take it in or whatever. Well, maybe make sure you know whose urine you're using.
This isn't like urine you can get off the street.
No, well,
I didn't realize there was a black market for that.
No, there's a black market for everything. You kidding? Woman gets prison for using someone else's tainted urine. It kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
Like I said, a black market.
Yeah, an Ohio woman might want to ask some questions if she tries to borrow someone else's urine again to pass the drug test. WTOV TV.
We're here for you.
It reports that 24-year-old Kiana Wallace was sentenced to 18 months in prison in eastern Ohio's Belmont County after submitting a borrowed urine sample that tested positive for drugs. Wallace pleaded guilty earlier this month to attempted tampering with evidence. Judge Frank Fregiato? Sure, why not? Called the failed urine swap bizarre and told Wallace that he wouldn't allow her to make a mockery of the drug and alcohol testing system. Records show that Wallace was sentenced to 6 months in jail, followed by probation back in January of 2017 for, guess what? Drug possession. Imagine that.
I can just see her now. Now, Lane, I need to go through my checklist first before I allow you to submit a sample on my behalf. Have you partaken in the past 72?
Or maybe just,
Or maybe just be clean?
clean. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I think somebody's going to need to probably take a drug screen after this one.
No.
California man has stolen 8,000 Disneyland tickets.
I'm going to Disneyland.
That's right. Investigators in California said 8,000 Disneyland tickets were among the items in a trailer stolen from the California Future Farmers of America. The California Highway Patrol says the Wells cargo trailer was stolen a couple Wednesdays ago from the parking lot at the FFA Center near Galt, California. The FAA says no personal student information was on the documents during the trailer. Disneyland said the stolen tickets have been digitally canceled and will be replaced for the FAA associates. The chips warned the public to beware of purchasing Disneyland tickets from third-party sellers as they may be unusable. So yeah, somebody's trying to get to Disneyland on the DL, but they forget that everything's digital.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, while you're looking for your lady's urine on this side, I can sell you some Disneyland tickets.
Well, maybe on the way to Disneyland, we can have some Mexican food that's also stolen.
What?
I know, right? Texas man sentenced to 50 years in prison for stealing $1.2 million of fajitas.
$1 million.
That's a lot of fajitas.
That's a lot of fajitas. So you
A
make
Texas
a fajita
man.
for like $1.95.
Right? Sentenced to 50 years in prison for stealing $1.2 million worth of fajitas over the last 9 years. Okay, that makes a little more sense, I guess.
It's like all at once when somebody's really hungry.
Yeah. 53-year-old Gilberto Escamilla. I'm getting all the fun names today because, we're so good at names. Was sentenced back this couple weeks ago after pleading guilty to theft by a public servant. The Brownsville Herald reports that he told the court the fajita scheme, #fajita scheme, because that's just
it's kind of like a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme, but with fajitas.
But with chicken fajitas. Yeah, spun out of control. He had been intercepting fajitas that he ordered through the Cameron County Juvenile Center where he worked, and then delivering them to his own customers.
He's taking them out of the kids' mouth.
Yeah.
Douchebag.
His scam was uncovered when he missed work for a medical appointment, and an 800-pound fajita delivery arrived at the center, which doesn't serve fajitas.
Oh my good Lord!
So no, he wasn't taking it from the kid's mouth. He was just ordering stuff that they didn't.
Sir, your delivery's here. What we didn't?
What delivery?
Fajitas. What?
Your giant order of fajitas. 800 pounds of fajitas.
Let's talk about the 800-pound fajita in the room, shall we?
He was fired back in August and arrested after authorities checked vendor invoices and obtained a search warrant that uncovered county-funded fajitas in his refrigerator.
Now, how do you separate county-funded fajitas from regular fajitas?
No, I got those all from Taco Bell. In bulk. I got to hook up a Sam's Club. Get my fajitas and my orange juice.
Right. Well, if they were from Taco Bell, this kind of explains the next story a little bit. Because it kind of...
We can kind of identify with a certain aspect of this.
Yeah, we can. We'll get to that later. This story kind of stinks.
Yeah. It's kind of a crappy story, really.
It really is a crappy story. It's totally derailed.
Oh, yeah. No.
The poop train reign of terror in Alabama has ended.
I'm the conductor of the poop train. We play the Deadpool game.
It's not often a town of roughly 1,000 people make national news, but then it's not often towns face plight so ripe for media attention as one Parrish, Alabama. Upwards of 2 months, a train brimming with sewage sludge has been squatting uninvited near fields used for baseball, shimmering in the afternoon sun, making its noisy presence known in the darkness of night. In a word, Mayor Heather Hall told the Associated Press earlier this week, it smells like death. You think?
Yeah.
She later went on to tell her constituents that I have wonderful news, she announced a few Wednesdays ago on the town's official Facebook page, in what might be described as a remarkable understatement. She explained that the containers of excrement aboard the train have been transported to and emptied at their intended destination, a landfill operated by Big Sky Environmental some 25 miles away. One might reasonably ask why 250, holy cow, 250 tractor-trailer loads, or about 10 million pounds, of poop just doing and sitting in a residential area. The more mathematically minded among us have probably already noted that comes out to roughly 5 tons of poop per capita.
That's a crap load of crap.
That's a crap load of... That was a really crappy situation they were in.
I know, right?
At least that's not where the poop in. Let's see. Wait a minute. NPR Jacob Pointer pointed out earlier this month the stuff in question comes from New York and New Jersey.
New York City.
To resolve complications with local regulations, often avoids those regulations entirely by shipping waste across state line.
Yeah.
In the end, it took a little over 2 months for this material to leave Parrish. Hall said a couple Wednesdays ago. She added her thanks to those who aided their quest and noted that her town's situation is not unique.
Dude, yeah, we've got a sewage treatment plant that's not too far from here. And in the summertime, that smell carries a long
You get a nice southwest breeze and that's
nice,
yeah.
in the humid, like July, August, yeah. So, jumping over to Germany here. I don't even know.
Yeah, where do you go with? I mean, I got a crappy story.
Wow.
You've got a.
This one just takes the cake. 50 Shades of Neustadt, perhaps? Hey, German bondage prompts false alarm.
German bondage porn.
Yeah. That happened. German police say that they rushed to an apartment in the southwestern town of Neustadt after receiving a call about suspected domestic abuse, only to barge in on a voluntary class on Japanese bondage. Neustadt police said Thursday a concerned neighbor called to report that 2 men were abusing a half-naked woman in a nearby apartment.
Well,
when police arrived, they instead found the tenant, a teacher of Japanese shibari, instructing a couple in the basics of erotic bondage. In a statement headlined 50 Shades of Neustadt, police said the couple was well and in a very good mood. Can't imagine why.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah,
no.
Right? Mm-hmm. And I'm glad I was done with that article because my computer just
crashed.
Just died for no reason.
Wow.
Well, it was having trouble with the plug-in. I don't think it's plugged in very well. So I'll have to check.
Well, anyway, that's going to wrap it up for another great and fantastic Monday.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Yep.
Make sure you guys check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Watch us on YouTube like you're doing right now. Liking, sharing, commenting.
Hashtag commenting.
Commenting and subscribing. Click that bell notification so you know when we upload. And continue to spread the gospel of the show.
Go ahead and you want to grab that?
No,
yeah. Hey, check us out on the Facebook page there. You can order one of the show t-shirts. They come in pretty much whatever color you like. That's shirt and text as well. You can get a short sleeve shirt for $20, long sleeve for $22, or you can still get one of our hoodies for $25 for those cool summer nights.
Yeah. So that's going to wrap it up again. Like I said, for Monday. We'll see you tomorrow.
Here's your Russian clip of the day.
Сука, нет! Подожди! Да не может такого быть, чтобы я не сломал. Сука!
Другой, блядь.
Давай,
другой подожди.
Это какой-то не волшебный.
Давай, быстрее.